There you are, friends. Doc South here, and again, working on. I don't know, for some reason, the last couple of blurps and maybe another one or two. I'm going to kind of dwell on some of the toys we had as kids that flew. We used to have the best time uh, flying things. I guess I'm not entirely sure why. I don't see kids doing that much anymore. I guess they got their drones. Oh, we'd have loved a drone. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Oh man, I can see that now. Drone dogfights, and we'd work out ways to have drone dirt bombers. Oh, there would have been. Oh, we would have had a time. Rest assured, we'd have probably tried to figure out a way to attach maybe 35 drones to one of our kid brothers. See if we could make them fly. Oh yeah, we'd have. Oh, it'd have been. Oh, it'd just been unreal, great. Probably a good thing they weren't around when we were kids, because man, we'd have tried it. One thing I remember was usually right around Easter for us. In fact, usually on Easter Sunday, the old Easter Bunny would, of course, leave all that candy. Oh man, and we'd have that done in about an hour. But then we'd look to see what else old EB brought us, and well, the one thing was usually there was a kite. Yeah, usually my kid brother Ed and I would get a kite. Um, Ed was kind of young at that time, so I'd have to build it for him. If I didn't, well, his probably him being so little, he'd probably break it, and then we'd have to tape it and all that. And but eventually we'd get a kite built, one way or the other. And out we go next door to Serby's Field, our unofficial playground. A wonderful field that our neighbors, the Serbys, had. Mrs. Serby had a section of the field up towards the highway that was a vegetable garden. She used to raise the vegetables and then sell them at her husband's gas station, which was right nearby. Other than that, the field was ours. They certainly didn't mind us being out there. I guess if nothing else, kept the deer away from the vegetable garden, sorta. And we had a ball. And the nice thing is, gosh, it was about 10 acres of, mostly just wild grass and, on the edges some sticker bushes that would grow berries, and we had a pretty good time out there all the time up to something. Generally, it wasn't good for playing baseball because you'd lose the baseball. Yeah, the grass was just a little too high. And it's funny, I don't recall us getting ticks or anything like that. Nowadays, God, kid would be out there, their mom would come screaming, "You'll get, yeah, you ticks, you'll get ticks." you, you, and if we did, I think we just plucked them off and went about our business. Um, but in any case, no, I don't think any of us ever got Lyme disease. We got skinned knees pretty good, but other than that. But I know one day my brother and I and a few of my friends were finishing off the last of the Easter candy in the Easter basket. Um, and we had the week off because school was closed for Easter. And our attention turns to the kite. And we normally kites were about 50 cents, 50 cents, 49 cents, maybe 98 cents for a really good one. And I had a good one there. I'm looking at it with my friends, and Joe and Chet and Craig and a few others there. We're just scratching our heads. Boy, this is a nice old kite. My brother Ed's looking at it too, and we decided, let's go fly the kite. Yeah, and it was a real windy day. And all of a sudden we realized we had string, but all of a sudden the idea hit us. I said, my grandma gave me $1 for Christmas, for Easter. Not well, she gave me about $10 for Christmas, but Easter, I think we got $1 or $2 in the mail, and so we were pretty flush. I was thinking of using it for ice cream sodas down at Mr. Leck's candy store. But instead, I got this idea. I said, guys, it's pretty windy out there. Why don't we build this kite? $2 will get us about 2,000 feet of kite cord. right? I think the kite cord came in a like wrapped in a ball, around a cardboard cone, not a cone, but like toilet paper, only fatter, right? A roll. And I think it was either 100 to 150 feet to the roll, perfectly good kite cord. And I said, I got some already. We dug downstairs in the basement for the stick with the cord all wrapped around it. There's some good kite cord, and we could get more. Let's go for distance today. It's a good windy day. It's a nice light kite. Let's give it a whirl. Well, everybody said, yeah, that sounds like a fine idea. So we get the kite built. Not too bad. I was always pretty good at that. Gave the kite a little bit of a tail so it would stay, in position in the sky. And also that gave you an idea as to wind speed too. And I said, well, and we rode down to the candy store, got a little bit of candy, and then the rest we blew on kite cord. And so, long story short, we had about 1,700 to 2,000 feet worth of kite cord. And and we go out into Serby's field. The wind's blowing like crazy, and I let out the kite with the first first little bit of string, and then I say, okay, Ed, you hold, my brother Ed. I said, you hold this part of the cord, and we had two or three guys holding the cord, so that if any one person for some reason let go, we still had the kite under control. Then I would tie the knot down on the tail end of the kite cord. I'd tie it real good. I'd add another another ball of string. Tied that a good secure knot, and I said, okay, you guys can let go. And the kite we'd fish the kite out another 100 feet. And it was, well, we did that. We were up to about, I'd say, probably half a mile. I mean, we were out there pretty far. We were out over Serby's field, well up past Serby's field, into the woods, over Crystal Lake, and I think we were in the development across the road from the woods, the Crystal Lake woods. Yeah, we were over the old railroad bed, a few of the iron mine shafts. Man, if that thing had a camera, whoa, the things we would have seen. And we were near Mr. Galt's cow farm. I think it was somewhere out over that. And you could hardly see the kite, but the wind's blowing like crazy. Man, we're just having a time hanging on to it, and the string just went out into a bit of an arc and just disappeared to where it was almost invisible. And yet, if we gave the kite a bit of a pull, like if we all ran with it, you'd see the kite go up, right? Yeah, and everything was going fine. And then all of a sudden, I realized. I said to the guys, guys, the wind just stopped. What? They said, what? I said, the wind just stopped. Oh my God. And it stopped here. It's still going out near we've got to, oh my God, fellas, run, grab the cord. And we start running and pulling. And the kite, when the calm area hit the kite, it started plummeting. So we're running. Oh my God. Hey, can any of you guys run a half a mile? No, I get too winded. And a long story short, the kite goes down in flames. Hits some old rotten tree over near Crystal Lake. About all we could do was pull it in about 600 feet. Oh, man. And, of course, the kite cord's just about all I could do. The only thing we could salvage was the string. And so what I did basically, once the kite, we could see it was stuck in one of the tall trees, we just yanked on the cord, and eventually, the kite just broke up, and we're dragging the wreckage of our kite. Thank heaven no one was on board. We're dragging it in. We finally get it out of the woods, and it's just laying there at the far end of Serby's field in a heap. It looked kind of like the Hindenburg. You remember after the fire? That's about what it looked like. It was just a shambles. Holes in the paper. So all the sticks were broken. It wasn't a thing we could save. The paper part of the kite, forget about it. Yeah. Oh, man. We had a ball. Actually, while we were doing that, we called my friend Chet, who lived in that development where the kite was flying over, and had him run out to check it. He saw, he confirmed it was out there. He says, "Doggone," because we weren't sure if our perspective was right, but yeah, he said, yeah, and he was kind of tickled. He came over, rode over on his bike to view the wreckage, and well, all we could think of was, I guess what we'll do is we'll save our money, we'll get another kite, and we'll go for another run. We just got to wait for the winds of. Actually, we needed the winds of spring because the winds of winter blew to the north, and that would have put us out over telephone lines and electric wires and Garen's Hill where we did our sleigh riding. We had to have the south winds of spring. And so we eventually we tried one or two more times, but it seemed like around 1,600 feet out, the weight of the cord almost messed you up. Yeah, well, we tried. Was kind of fun though. No, we never tried to shoot down our kite or anything with our bottle rockets. That would have probably been fun. Guided missiles, yeah, surface to air. Oh man. Anyway, I just thought I'd say, in our world, telling someone to go fly a kite was actually a good thing. Yes. So friends, go fly a kite. We'll see you later. Bye now.